Good evening, Warrior fans. Welcome to Smith Center, Kansas, where tonight your Marion Warriors are going to take on the Smith Center Redmen. Joining me tonight here for the broadcast, Jeremiah Lang, Mike Powers, Austin Murphy on the sidelines, Keaton Lang's on camera, and as always, Gene Winkler is running production. Evening, Jeremiah.
Good evening, Darren. We're here at the Central National Bank pregame show in the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast
We got
area.
to talk to Tracy about a broadcast area.
At least the new floor.
Yeah. So if you notice the funny camera angles tonight and everything, we have to be broadcasting from the visiting stands. Now, we'll give them credit. At least we're high. I mean, it's pretty high. We're just as high probably as we would be in the press box. But thank goodness it is one of the most beautiful November nights that I can ever remember. Because if it was another Chaparral game from a couple of years ago,
we would be ratcheted onto these bleachers.
We'd probably be in Nebraska.
That's right.
So, so here, 15 minutes till game time, is actually still hanging on at 60 degrees. Just a slight breeze. I don't know, I'd say maybe 10, 12 mile an hour.
Yeah, not too bad.
So we are here at a very storied location. If you don't know Smith Center's history, they have had a great football program for many, many decades, and we're hoping the Warriors can go to stop on this season.
10 state championships in football.
So we're going to send it down to Austin. What do you got from the standpoint of teams?
We should welcome Austin back.
Yeah, that's true.
We should welcome Austin back. We missed you last week, Austin. We're glad to have you back with us this week.
I am glad to be back. I apologize for my misbehaving twin. I'm definitely going to make sure I'm on my best behavior this evening. Very happy to be here in Smith Center Regional Round. Warriors after a strong performance last week. Playoff scenarios are simple here from here on out. Win or go home. And in this case, if we get a win tonight with a Conway win, we'll have them at home. If we win tonight and Sterling wins, we'll go back to a familiar location Jeremiah and I got to spend a little time at earlier in the season and head back to Sterling. Looking at the history of these two programs here, we were looking back trying to find out when the last time is the Warriors have won in the regional round. It would have been the 1994 state championship season. So Warriors looking to make a little bit of their own history tonight. As far as the offense and defense goes, we have a little bit of a clone here. The beast in the East versus the best in the West. We have two run-heavy teams going up against each other. It's going to be a very physical game tonight, and I tell you what, I had this billed as David versus Goliath, but I'm going to call this a clash of the Titans because I think we're going to have a really good ball game on our hands, and the Warriors have a really good chance here to pull out a win and make themselves a little bit of history.
Thank you, Austin. Yeah, one of the things you're going to see tonight is Smith Center has had almost the exact same offense for probably 40 years. They learn it from the time they're in kindergarten playing on the playground, and it does not change till they graduate from high school. So they know their positions. They know what they do on the offensive side of the ball. It isn't going to change. They're not going to come out and change just for one game based on somebody they're playing. So we're going to see a very, if you can remember back, those of you that can remember back, and here come the Warriors on the field. If you can remember back, in the glory days of Oklahoma and playing Nebraska, the wishbone offense is kind of it's a modified wishbone with the quarterback and the pistol. And so what you're going to see is a lot of running, and we're going to see a lot of running, and you're going to hear us call number 1 for Luke That's Luke Franklin. Luke Franklin has over 1,100 yards, almost 1,200 yards on the season. So you know pretty much where the ball is going to go. He's a senior, 210-pound, 6'1" running back. He's also one of their top defensive players. Like I said, we're probably going to be calling him a lot tonight.
Mike, what do you got for us?
Well, I was just looking around the field here, guys. Across the way, it doesn't look like the home attendance is all that good, but there's kind of a berm that surrounds this field, and there are pickup trucks parked in every slot from my right, clear around and on behind the visitor stands. There are people sitting on tailgates, sitting on the top of pickups, people sitting everywhere. So they have a big crowd here. Now, some of those people are Marion people as well. But it's kind of an interesting arrangement. The thing that struck me, guys, as I was looking at the at the scouting report and the lineup is the size of this Smith Center team. Their skill positions, their receivers and running backs go 195, 195, 180, and 170. But then here's what really gets you. If you start looking at the line, it runs 275, 220, 215, 260, and 200. They've got 14 players on their roster that are 200 plus. We've got 8, which 8 isn't bad, but
14 is more.
But
Well,
14 is more.
And one of the things I noticed about the rosters, I counted up, they have 44 guys on their roster,
Yes.
or we have, I think, it's 28, 29 range. So that's some of that proportionality is just because they have that many more kids out for football. And this was one of those type of places that almost every boy in high school was on the football team. You know, a number of years ago we played down at Garden Plain. I remember we walked out for a playoff game at Garden Plain, and they put like 80 guys on the field. You know, it was like 95% of the boys in high school were on the football team. That's the way this place is here.
Darren, I thought the same thing, that it was clearly that because their school can't be that much bigger than us. We're both 1A schools,
Right.
but they have a large participation apparently. But here's what surprised me. I compared their lineups, offense and defense, and there are only 3 people that aren't going, 3 positions that aren't going both ways. So that, you know, last week we played a team that had a lot of players that were just playing one side of the ball, not the other, and they kind of wore us down. That's 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, right.
But so that's one, I guess, potential when you look at that number of players that I thought, oh my, what's that going to do to us? And it didn't really do anything to us.
You know, I looked through that same starting lineup scenario a little while ago, and when you look at their seniors, on either one or both sides of the ball, 9 seniors start, and I think they only have 11 of them on their roster. So this is another one of those programs that, you know, you build up to play time. Now the starting quarterback tonight's a sophomore. They do have a couple other sophomore, juniors scattered in there, but you're right. They're going to play both ways, which is going to bode better for us because we have a lot of guys that play both ways. So you're getting equally tired, especially tonight where it's just going to be a beat-on-beat football game. At least that's what we're assuming it's going to be.
We're expecting, yeah.
I'm pretty sure, based upon the way you guys preface this, they're going to come out both teams throwing the ball every other day.
Yeah, exactly. We're probably going to see 1,000 yards passing in this game. We did in warm-ups. You know, we saw more passes in warm-ups than probably either team has thrown all season long combined. But
I hope, well, this is pure conjecture on my part, but I think we can throw the ball. Now, whether we can throw the ball on this team or not, heck, I don't know. But Jack's we don't have to throw deep post patterns. We can throw short, throw quick. I think that might be something we could do.
You're right. And this team, Jack, and the receivers definitely have that.
Well,
definitely have that capability to put the ball in the air.
I think Smith Center is definitely working on the intimidation factor right now. They exploded a nuclear weapon and then destroyed a train.
Yep, definitely the intimidation factor going on. Coaches need to tell our guys just to turn around and look the other way. So,
well, I think you guys were talking about it maybe a little bit earlier, but I am really glad that Smith Center put on red jerseys, because earlier when they had on just their warm-up stuff, it was white top and red pants on it. This is going to be impossible. I'm glad I'm on the sideline.
Yeah, this is for those fans at home. Don't adjust the color on your sets because, or on your computer, your iPhone, because it is red helmets for both teams. Logos, on ours are just the spear, so it's not real, visible. And their pants are red. The only difference is they have a green stripe on their pants, and we have the white.
That means that they are. I can't think of the word, but when I do, I'll come back to you.
Okay, great. Yeah, you think about that word, Mike.
Ecologically conscious. They're green.
Because they're green. Ah, yes.
Yeah, okay. You got your pun in for the night. You skipped the pirate week this year, so that was your one pun. Okay, we'll let you go with that.
Both teams come in tonight 8-1.
The Smith Center's lone loss is to Norton, who's still undefeated on the season. Kind of a powerhouse up here in north central Kansas.
And the teams only have one common opponent. That was Wabaunsee.
Which we all know how we took care of Wabaunsee last week.
We took care of Wabaunsee last week, and Smith Center beat them by 2 earlier in the season.
And it was here at Smith Center. So
I have to believe, although, you know, we talked last week, Wabaunsee, they came out, they looked great, and then just as like, I don't know what happened to them, and suddenly we won by 40.
Right.
But
They
I'm
had
thinking
trouble
maybe
holding onto the ball.
yeah, they were turnover heavy. And we had heard from some, I think maybe it was Austin, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but he didn't have his headset on. But I think he said he went back and kind of looked at some of that game, and Smith Center actually had some turnover issues against Wabaunsee. So hopefully they do tonight too.
That's right.
And number 72, Leonard Slaughter.
So captains for the Warriors tonight: Jack Lanning, Trevor Schaefer, Cole Smith, Jonathan Fries.
Boyer Redmond. Luke and Eli Franklin. Joined by
While we're waiting for the coin toss here,
Warriors.
did you get the Warrior sponsors up?
Yeah.
I don't have a sponsor list on me.
I've got it, guys.
Okay.
Warrior sponsors are Gambino's Pizza, Marion Auto Supply, Security First Title Company, Katie Insurance, and Tampa State Bank.
We were trying to sneak them in because they're usually the ones I forget.
Other starters for Smith Center, Luke Franklin, running back and linebacker.
Casey's listening later.
Damian, defensive end. Benji Carr.
Well, we'll go a second here. We're doing the coin flip.
Parker Hutchinson at quarterback and safety.
See how this comes out.
Brian Wilson at running back and linebacker.
Well, the Warriors are going to go to the northwest corner. I don't know if they won the toss or not, but they are going to receive.
Marion has won.
So Marion won the toss, and they're going to receive. Start the ball game with the ball.
I like that choice.
I do too. Go ahead and establish your tempo early on.
We don't, it's probably not going to make any difference if we're not going to do a lot of passing, but there's a light breeze. I don't know what it's probably 6 or 7 miles an hour, and then it'll be in the Warriors' faces on this first possession.
One of the things, so, you know, Jeremiah and I have been talking and noticed when we got here, you think of Smith Center, you think of all the story, you know, the state titles, the winning streak that went on for 5 or 6 years. Yet you come into this stadium and there's not one single thing that shows all of that, those titles and those wins.
The only place I saw it was in the program.
Yeah, they just, I'm going to have, growing up right in this local area, I'm going to have to say that they're pretty humble about how good they are. I mean, they're not one that's going to throw it in your face like some of our other opponents have done. So they just come out and they're going to play hard and they're going to smash you in the mouth. And we just have to return the favor tonight and play hard and smash them right back.
Are you going to say what other opponent you're talking about?
Nope. No need. Anybody that watches our broadcast knows what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get banned for a week.
We can only hope.
Oh. Ouch.
Jonathan Fries and Jack Lanning are deep for the kickoff.
So the number one that we talked about earlier is their kicker also. So Luke Franklin set to kick off for the Redmen.
And there is, we'll just let you know, on the left side of where we're broadcasting from, there is a light pole
Yeah.
that will show up occasionally.
Right on the 50-yard line.
Yep.
Deep kick. Free's going to take it about the 6-yard line. He's going to get a little head of steam up. He actually got his gap. He's got one man to beat. He's got some room. He's going to take it to the house. Oh, my touchback. Touch Jason, son. Touchdown. Jonathan Freeze. Great blocking by the Warriors at the point of attack.
And Darren, I think you nailed that right.
Wow.
He got that ball and he had a head of steam.
He had a head of steam.
Yep.
And when he hit the blocking line there, they opened up a gap. He had one man to beat, and he did it.
That was awesome.
Way to start this game for the Warriors. That's smashing them in the mouth. Warriors going to line up for 2 here. We read in the scouting report Smith Center's going to go for 2 almost all the time, so I think the Warriors' game plan is to also go for 2. Schaefer's behind Lanning. Snap back is going to be an option. Jackson a key. He's not going to get in. He had that opening. Schaefer's was open on the corner. He probably should have pitched that one, but hey, I'm not going to second guess Jack.
Guys, Jack got to about the 3-yard line, and they hit him there, and that was that.
Yep. So after a great opening kickoff return, the Warriors go up on the scoreboard 6-0. Jeremiah's over talking to our production crew. Must be something going on with some people back home.
We got reports of a blurry image, that the sound is good, but the picture's coming through blurry, and we're not sure if that has to do with the camera or with the lighting. The field is a fairly dark field.
So I actually was going to mention that when I talked about how the stadium is not, decked out in regalia of all their winnings around here. Well, their lights are not great. It's pretty dark field. It's really patchy. And also we noticed the scoreboard, I think, is from the 1960s or 70s also. Some of the lights are a little bit out. So it's definitely, so we'll try to work on the images for you, but it is going to be a dark image. So set to kick off here is Mercer. Deep for Smith Center is Franklin.
Can you?
Right out of bounds. I don't think that's what he was wanting to do there.
That's going to put Smith Center with fantastic field position to get started here.
They're going to start this drive at because that was at the 43, so they're going to start this drive at the 48.
A little bit of jitters.
It was the kick Mercer wanted. I think he just wanted it downfield about another 10, 15 yards because there was a gap over this guy's head out here on the corner. Actually, they're giving it to him at the 43.
We're wondering if the HDMI cable wasn't plugged in far enough, but I'm still getting texts of blurry images.
So Parker Hutchinson is the quarterback for Smith Center. He's in the pistol. That wishbone behind him. Snap back. He's going to get wrapped up and taken down. The ball's on the ground. The ball is on the ground. And hey, we have it. The Warriors have the ball.
Awesome.
Parker Hutchinson kind of got stumped in there, and I don't think he was able to do what he wanted to do on the tackle. And I couldn't see who made the tackle. I think it was Watkins was making the tackle. The ball comes out, recovered by the Warriors. So Warriors going to take right back over 1st and 10 at the 43. Finally get to see the Warrior offense with a score 6-0. Schaefer's behind Lanning. Looper in motion. Jack back to pass. Quick pass over the middle. Oh, Freeze has it.
Wow.
Oh, Freeze goes to make a move and goes down, but wow. Nice pass by Lanning. Hits Freeze while he's streaking through the middle of the defense.
How about that, guys?
And Smith Center has a player down on the ground.
Is that not a bit of a wake-up call to Smith Center about this is not going to be just a running against running?
I'm not sure who that is down for Smith Center, but boy, he's sure holding his arm, like his elbow area.
Just want to jump in. We're trying to figure out the image that you guys are seeing. We got 46 down and 48 up, so I don't know why the image is blurry.
Can we change out that HDMI cable? Do we have an extra one to change out to? Is it down in the truck? I can run down and grab it if we need to.
Hey, Darren.
Yes.
While the image isn't good, go ahead and do a little bit more of a radio call of the game.
You got it. Okay, I can do that.
I know you can.
Right now, I think, and I'm trying to check out numbers. I believe the player that was down, Mike, confirm this for me because you can probably see. Is that number 1?
I can't see him at all. Where is he?
He's standing up now in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, that is number 1, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so that is their big gun. That is their number 1 running back and top defender, and they have got his elbow isolated. No, is that number 1? No, it's number 3. Sorry, that is number 3.
Okay.
That's Benji Carr.
Number 3 is also a starter.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to jump in again. We're going to switch cameras here. We're going to put you on the scoreboard camera, and we're going to run off of that for a moment, and then we're going to see if we can switch out HDMI cords.
So while they're switching out, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 20-yard line. Looper and Schaefer's behind Lanning. Handoff is to Schaefer's up the middle. He's only going to get a couple. Yeah. He's going to pick up about half a yard, I guess. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 9 here from just inside or right at the 20. They were about the 20 and a half for the first down.
Just inside the 20, Darren.
So that play there, typical running play we've seen from Marion most of the year. I think knowing Jack, he's just setting it up to go outside on him here. We saw in the scouting report, they think that's where we're going to pick up the yards, is more on the outside against this team. Snap back this time. Jack's going to keep. He's broke the first tackle. He's going for the corner. He's going to get shoved out of bounds. After a first down, he's going to go out about the 9-yard line. Great decision and run by Lanning. He wasn't going to outrun the guy to the corner for the end zone, but he did make a great cut up the middle, made the one guy miss, and then streaked to the sideline, got out of bounds without taking a hit.
They're marking it right inside the 9, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, 9-yard line. Actually, the scoreboard says 8.
I can't see.
8-yard line.
It's not the 8.
It's not the 8. Okay, we'll buy that. Warriors looking to the sideline for the call. We got 2 receivers. Lane Smith split way out to the right. Mercer and Freeze to the left. Then Looper splits out to the right. Single back Schaefer's looking for a pass here. Inside to Mercer. Oh! That should be down.
Yeah, that's incomplete pass.
Okay.
Oh, they're going to rule it a fumble, a catch and a fumble. Oh, my. Mercer had a hold of it, but he did not. Mercer did not have long enough for that to be a fumble.
If it is going by the NFL rules where you have to
make a football move,
there was no football move.
No, he got hit immediately.
And I think Mercer's hurt.
Mercer's up and coming off. So unfortunately, turnover by the Warriors, going to give Smith Center 1st and 10 at the 20. So what looked like we were going marching in for a touchdown is now 1st and 10 for Smith Center at the 20-yard line. Once again, Hutchinson in the pistol, 3 backs behind him in that wishbone set. Here comes the snap. Oh, ball's on the ground. I don't know that we got that one back, but wow, that snap rocketed back and actually missed the quarterback and went straight back to one of the backs off his face mask. Ended up on the ground, so they're actually going to lose half a yard on the play. Unfortunately, the Warriors were not able to recover.
Darren, that hit the right halfback. It popped right off of his shoulder.
I can tell from up here, I couldn't tell if it was a shoulder or face mask, but it sure missed the quarterback. Same set. I'm not going to call it all night because if they change it up, I'll call it. But Hutchinson, the quarterback, in the pistol. Snap back, and once again, this is a direct snap to the tailback. Lanning makes a great tackle out there for another loss. That was Brant Wilson, sophomore running back, took the direct snap deep in the backfield. And I guess he got it. He did get it back up to the original line of scrimmage, I guess. So it's going to be.
He's at the line of scrimmage. It was a good play. I like that play, but the Warriors sure ran it well.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Hutchinson in the pistol, trying to draw the Warriors off sides. False start on the Redmond. The left tackle flinched, and Luke Watkins made sure that the referee knew about it.
Darren, you're still missing Jeremiah, right?
Yes, we are. Jeremiah is still working on tech with Gene.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep hanging in here with you.
You keep playing with me down there, Mike. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 15 now from the 15.
Yeah. It's actually a little bit, about a half yard more than that. So it's a long 15.
Okay. So same set, Hutchinson in the pistol. Warriors have 9 in the box. No, I take it back, 8 in the box. Handoff up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4. In on that tackle was Wynn, and that was the fullback, Desbian, on that carry. Batani in there also.
Good defensive
yeah, great
possession.
Defensive stand here. Lanning's going back to receive this punt. Punter is number 2. That's that same fullback we just saw, Desbian. Can't imagine they're going to pull a trick play here just very deep back in their end zone. And the kick is off.
Good punt.
Lanning lets it go. I wonder if he lost it, because it was coming right at him. I don't know, maybe he lost it in the lights. I'm not sure. Anyway, after the hit, it takes a Smith Center roll, and they pick up another 15 yards from where it hit the ground originally. So the Warriors are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
Darren, you were talking about the lights earlier. I don't know what it is about these, but if you're looking just straight ahead, you're fine. It's a little, yellow. It's not very bright. But if you look up at all, these are really...
Yeah, they're glaring.
Yeah.
They have a glare to them, but yet they don't put out a lot of light.
Yes, exactly.
Well, to say somebody needs to teach Smith Center that there are these things called LEDs that are bright. And so Looper takes the handoff, gets wrapped up by Desbian at the line of scrimmage, but Looper manages to fall forward for a couple yards. Had him by the ankle, but he was trying to hop out of it or move out of it and couldn't quite get it done.
Not a bad play. Not great yardage, but
well, it's keeping Smith Center on their toes because it's something up the middle with a different back.
Exactly.
So it's right into Smith Center's game of how they usually play. Looper and Schaefer's behind Lanning. Snap back. This time Jack's going to keep. He scrambles up the middle. Oh, tripped up by Hutchinson after Lanning picks up about another 4. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about a long 3.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
At the 38-yard line?
Let me get you here. Yeah, about maybe
I will say
37.
37, 38,
yeah.
Okay. I will say they do have I don't know if we ever get a camera shot back, they do have a very nice sideline. Their yard marker is actually digital. So Lanning takes his pitch. Well, actually, Lanning's fighting. He's not going to get the 1st down, but he's going to be a half yard shy.
Was that, Darren, was that a broken play?
Yes, Lanning, I think, was looking to hand off and kind of a broken play, so it's going to end up, it's going to be 4th and 2 feet at the 40-yard line. So we'll see if Coach Kraft says, hey, we're going to show you what we're made of right here. I think he is.
Yeah, with Jack being your punter and your quarterback, they can do about anything.
They're lining up in the regular set, so I wonder if they're going to try to draw them off sides first.
Yeah.
Takes a snap, Jack gets the ball. Jack's got the 1st down and more. Still pushing. He's picked up about 5 yards. 5 yards after the initial contact for Lanning. So 1st down, Warriors clear up at just past the 45-yard line of the Warriors.
Darren, one thing that's already kind of apparent to me is you get 2 well-coached teams going against each other. They did a great job of rallying to the ball there on the part of Smith Center Redmen, and just so far this has been good, hard-hitting football.
It is, and I think we're going to see that all night. And as I said, I think both teams are going to wear down evenly the way this game's going. Landy's going to keep pitch to Schaefer. Schaefer's trying to get the edge. Schaefer's got a block out there. And there's going to be a flag. They're going to give Freeze for a block in the back.
Schaefer's on the carry.
Unfortunately, this one's coming back.
This kind of scares me a little bit because we were down inside the 10. We lost the ball on a very, I think, iffy call with regard to a fumble, and here we're getting another doggone penalty after a big run. We're wasting opportunities.
Well,
we may wish we had them back later on.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to tell you that on that run, the reason it was a big run is because Jonathan got an extra hit in.
Okay, so in that case, it wasn't Petty or Penny Andy.
No,
or Picky
no.
or...
I mean, I couldn't see the actual block real well, but I saw Jonathan coming from that backside. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that drew the flag since Trevor got out around him.
So you got a first and about 20 there.
First and 20, yeah, at the 35-yard line. See if we can get some of this back here. Quick pass out there to the side. Freeze with the ball. Taken out of bounds after a short gain.
He's going to get about 4.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 16, 17.
Yeah. That may have been closer to a 3-yard gain, actually, where they're marking it.
Okay. 2nd and 17 from the 38. Warriors own 38. I think it's the right idea to try to spread the ball around. You know, that was, a similar type play to what's gotten us some yards before.
Well,
okay, I don't know what the heck Smith Center's doing here. They're trying to confuse.
Oh, this is that they're going to get a running start and come at him. It's kind of an intimidation thing. Austin was telling me about that on the way down here.
Try to confuse where the blocking needs to come from. Oh, high throw, picked off. Picked off by number 22. That's Braxton Carr.
Darren, I'm down here behind football players. Who was he throwing to there?
Well, I think he was trying to throw to Freeze going over the middle, but it was high for Jonathan. Out here on this left side, going down the field, I believe was Kellen Weiner, and it was way short for Kellen.
Okay.
But I think he was trying to hit Jonathan going over the middle and just put it high because he was starting to get some pressure in his face. So 1st and 10 for Smith Center at the 47-yard line. Hutchinson in the pistol, takes a snap, hand off to the fullback. Holy schmoly, he is hit hard right away by Trevor Schaefer's.
Darren, down here on the sideline, a couple of people yelled ball on that one. I don't know if you were able to see it, but the quarterback kind of bobbled the ball just for a second there.
He's had a little trouble with the snaps all night, so he picks up, well, where they got the ball spotted is no gain, although showing a foot may be gain. So I'm going to call it 2nd and 10 here from that same 47-yard line. Hutchinson takes a snap. Handoff this time to Franklin. Franklin is wrapped up. Batani, Schaefer's win. Oh, right there. And he's actually going to lose 2 yards on the run. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 12 now from the 49.
I'm pretty sure that Batani's motivation right there was what the debt he owed you, Darren.
Okay, he did one thing that I asked him to do.
Yep.
He made the sack. Didn't knock the ball loose yet, but we're still waiting on that one.
Yeah, we got a lot of time to go.
4:10 with this first quarter kicking down here. Once again, 8 guys in the box for the Warriors. Redmond take the snap, hand off to the fullback Franklin. This time he has a little bit of a hole, and he's still not going to make the first down. He is going to get stopped shy. He's going to make it to the 40, so it's going to bring up 4th and 4. I think 4th and 4.
Yeah, that's close enough. Just for those, since we don't have a picture, folks, it's 6-0, Warriors up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Mike.
3:35 and counting to go in the first quarter.
Well, we got a slight break here. First quarter sponsor, Spur Ridge Vet Hospital, Prairie Land Partners, Marion National Bank.
If you're tuning in, we've got some video trouble, but we're going to give you the audio until we get it figured out.
I think they might have a camera set back up. I am not sure. Looking over here, looks like we got a camera going again. So Hutchinson in the pistol. Snap back. He's going to go across to Franklin. He's not going to get it. The Warriors stopped him. In fact, he's going to lose a yard on the play. Warriors take over on downs at the 41-yard line. Great defense in there. They tried to run a counter play. Everybody was going left. Franklin got the handoff and came back to the right and was met by 3 white jerseys to drop him for a loss and a turnover on downs.
If anybody had any doubt about whether this Warrior team would be lack motivation or be intimidated, I can answer the question is no and no.
All right, I'm going to jump back in, Darren. We're not sure why the image is blurry. We've changed out a camera. We've changed out HDMI cables. What we do know is the Smith Center broadcast is clear. and people are watching the Smith Center broadcast and listening to us. So if you're smart enough to figure that out, good luck. We do not know why our image is not coming through clear.
That was Looper on the carry. He gets taken down for a loss of 2. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 12 here. Warriors got knocked back to the 38-yard line, their own 38. Sorry about the video at home, people. So Landon's going to pitch to Schaefer. Schaefer's trying to make the corner this time. He is met out there.
Parker Hutchinson and Lou Franklin.
Yeah, Parker Hutchinson comes up to make the hit.
Schaefer on the carry.
No gain, going to bring up 3rd and 12. That time the Redmen had Schaefer's number. They came up and covered that pitch option from Jack very well.
Looper got a little dinged up on that play. He's come to the sidelines over here. Seems like he's got a little discomfort. Trainers with him.
So Wayner, Freeze, and Smith. Smith in motion. Now he's back. Jack looking to pass. Going deep down the side. It's way over everybody.
Landing's pass.
That time he threw into, he had Freeze and Wayner out here in the pattern, but there was 4 Redmen around him. So it's going to bring out 4th and 12 at the 38-yard line. So after that 2-yard loss on 2nd down, the Warriors really couldn't do anything with it. 1:34 is set left to go in this first quarter play. Still 6-0 in favor of your Warriors. Landing back to punt. Deep for the Redmen is Franklin.
Good punt here would help flip the field.
Yeah, good punt would help flip the field well because Franklin was way too close for Landing's leg. Whew, that was a high snap. He controls it. Nice punt. Oh, that should be a block in the back. Holy cow.
Right in front of the official.
Right in front of the official.
Boy, the Marion crowd is reacting strongly to that.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just a note, don't forget to read the required number of public service announcements.
Yeah, that was Jesse Snyder that was quick down there to cover, and Jesse Snyder ended up on his face on the ground, and it wasn't because he got blocked regularly. So 1st and 10 here for the Redmen at their 44-yard line. Smith Center comes out in a slightly different set, only 1 back behind Hutchinson this time. Looking to pad, no, he's going to run up the middle. Looking to run, he's kind of trying to make the edge. He's not going to make the edge. That was Lanning, he's going to drive him out of bounds.
I think he might have lost a yard there.
Yeah, he's going to lose a yard on the play. Great read by Lanning.
2nd down and 11.
How long do those take to read?
We'll wait for a break.
We'll wait for a break. Okay, well, in a minute 6, we'll have a break here.
It's only 3 lines.
Smith Center lines up again. They got two receivers out here to the right, 2 to the left. Franklin lone set back behind Hutchinson. Snap back, he's looking to pass, hits Franklin out here on the flat. Holy cow, Schaefer's hit him hard. Unfortunately, Trevor's, I think, might have picked up a stinger, but Trevor didn't wrap him up, but he sure stopped him in his tracks.
He did stop him.
If he had been able to wrap him up, it wouldn't have been a 2-yard loss. It ends up being they're still going to be 3rd and 11. And that's probably going to be it for this first quarter play. Clock running here with 20 seconds.
Got the St. Luke Hospital quarterly report coming out with Austin Murphy.
They're going to break the huddle.
They might try to.
Yeah,
they broke the huddle. So same set as the last couple times. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Franklin lone behind Hutchinson. And they do get the snap off. This time Hutchinson's going to keep.
He's going to be
knocked
short.
down by Schaefer's, but he is going to be short of the first down, and that's going to end it for this first quarter. So what we're going to do is we're going to send it down for our St. Luke quarterly report to Austin Murphy.
Okay.
Well, as advertised, this was going to be a physical battle. Warriors did a great job opening up the game there with that opening kickoff score. That may be a difference maker here. Warriors made their way down, had a couple scoring opportunities. They just came up a little bit short. Yards and points are going to be hard to come by here this entire game. Nothing is going to come easy. Looks like we have some opportunities in the pass game. I imagine we'll try and take advantage of those here early. But Warriors right now, they have Smith Center a little bit on the ropes, so let's hope we can keep up and match their physicality.
Hey, Austin, pass along to those coaches down there. Instead of Jack looking long every time, as soon as he's throwing long like that, the flats are open now because the D-backs are just dropping instantly as soon as it looks like he's going to pass.
I'll pass along.
All right, we got some things to read from Keisha here. Imagine you debating or marching before hundreds of people. Kansas high school students have been debating and performing spectacular marching halftime since school started. You are invited to support the fall activity programs of your school, attend a game, volunteer to judge a debate, enjoy a music program. A public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and your mctv live 20 crew.
Since we had no timeouts in that first quarter, I'm going to call that quarterly report by St. Luke Hospital also a Edward Jones investment timeout. Otherwise, you might get mad at us. So, yeah, we got the first quarter sponsors in a couple times while you were messing with the camera. Snap back, looking to punt here. Punts away. Punt's going to drop. Jack's going to field this one about the 5 or 6 yard line and run out of bounds. About the 20.
Jeremiah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice return there. Jack knew that ball was going to die before it got to the end zone, so good call. He had some space, pick it up, and get a little bit of room out there. So it's actually going to be at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Warriors here.
I may not have been listening to you, Mike, but I can hear you.
You guys are mean.
Let's see what the Warriors can cook up on this drive. Pretty back and forth game here.
You guys talk about the mctv20 live jersey delivery service?
No, we did not.
Okay.
Well, kind of, a little bit. Jack's going to keep trying to make the corner. He got to get nothing. He does get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe picks up a foot or two. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Batani made that great tackle in the backfield, and we did mention that I had asked him before the game. I said, hey, you owe us, and one of the things you owe us is a sack with a fumble recovered for a touchdown. So he got one of the 3 so far.
All right.
So I'm sure the rest of the game he's going to be working on the 2nd and 3rd.
That play, Looper was out blocking for Jack on that last play. But good job on the Redmen's part. Looper couldn't block 3 people.
No, the Redmen did very well flying to the ball. They do. That's the one thing they are going to do is they're going to fly to the ball. Snap back, Jack looking to pass.
Under pressure.
Under pressure.
Once
long heave. Oh. Freeze kind of cut himself short. If he would have kept running up the field, he would have actually caught that and maybe scored. Landing great throw. That was in the air. Oh, a country mile. 20, 40. That ball was in the air almost 50 yards. Out of Lanning's hand. Going to bring up 3rd and 9.
So, guys, are we showing any picture at all right now?
Yeah, there is a picture, but it's not clear.
Lanning's got the keeper. Makes the first guy miss, but not going to make the 2nd and 3rd one miss. Unfortunately, it's going to be a loss of about a yard on the play. Going to bring up 4th and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Guys, we were moving up and down the field with regularity here for the first part of this game, and now we're kind of settling down into a rock'em sock'em football game.
Yep. So Lanning back to punt, Franklin back to receive. Snap back, Lanning's got the ball, punts away. It's coming over here towards the Warrior bench. Oh, takes a great Warrior bounce. Franklin not got a great job there by Snyder. Snyder got right up on top of the ball, just daring Franklin to go ahead and grab it.
I couldn't see which Warrior. There was a Warrior and one of the Smith Center players, both that came off the field through the bench area and were right up near the track, both then trying to run back out there.
I missed that when I was watching the ball down here where it bounced and actually got a good Warrior bounce. So Smith Center's going to take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Sorry, their own 34-yard line. Smith Center's gone back to their traditional set. Pistol with the 3 backs behind him. Franklin's got the ball. He's got a hole. Taken down after about a 9-yard gain by Wayner.
I think he got the first down.
Oh, yeah, they're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, Wayner made the first hit on that.
So 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line for the Redmen. Lone receiver out there far to the right, 3 backs behind Hutchinson in the pistol. Snap back. Ball went up the middle to the fullback.
There wasn't a whole lot of room there.
At the bottom of that pile is Cole Smith. And Trevor, I think, is the one that came in and finished him off.
We're going to give him about half a yard.
2nd down and 9.
There is no doubt in my mind that every single one of the players on the field tonight that's getting any kind of playing time is going to be so sore tomorrow. Because it is just a slugfest back and forth. Snap back, pitch this time to number 5 coming wide. That should be a holding call. There comes the flag. Yeah, there was a holding call there, and they caught him. Only a 2-yard gain, maybe 3-yard gain. That was Brant Wilson on the run.
Guys, I'm just wondering, do you take this penalty, or do you push them to 3rd down and long?
This is a running team. You take the penalty. If it was a passing team, maybe not. But no, especially in the backfield like that, you're going to take that penalty. That was Schneider on that came up and made the tackle. Great job by the young cornerback. He's really learned over this season to come put his head into the middle of things. So great job by Jesse.
I think the officials were having the same debate with Coach Kraft about whether he really wanted to take the penalty.
Yes. I want to put them in 2nd and 20. Yes. Pistol with the wishbone. Whoa! Wrapped up by Schaefer's for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, good tackle by Schaefer's. It looked like
a broken play.
It did look like a broken play. It looked like he wanted to pitch it out. No one was there to get it.
I don't know if that was a broken play or if it was intended to be a confusion play for the defense. But either way, the Warriors sniffed it out, and Schaefer's takes him down for a 1-yard loss. It's now going to be 3rd and 21 for the Redmen. Lone receiver to the top. Wishbone behind Hutchinson in the pistol. Here comes the snap. Snap back. Pitch to Franklin going right. And he's going to get wrapped up. I can't tell who it was low, but it was Wynn that took him down up high.
Yeah, about 4 other Warriors with him.
I think it was Lanning. Lanning was low. Wynn was high.
Guys,
no gain on the, well, maybe 1-yard gain on the play.
I think at the end of that play, all 11 Warrior defenders were within about 4 yards of that play.
So,
Desbian
back to punt, Lanning back to receive. Nice short punt, way out of bounds.
It seemed like he held the ball for
an
extended amount of time.
Only about a 7-yard punt here for Smith Center. You're right, Jeremiah. I've noticed that on a couple of the punts tonight. He waits until the very last possible second to get it off, and I think that's so his coverage guys can get downfield, get a few more yards before he makes the kick.
I also wonder if perhaps he might have the green light if we don't.
If he's not coming, if he's not getting blown through, if he sees a hole.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does. With as long as he's holding the ball, I'm sure that's part of the game plan. Freeze to the near side. I believe it's either Wayne or Smith out on that far side. Snap back to Jack. Jack's going to keep. He's got up the middle. He's got a big hole going to the left side. And here it is. Jack's going to go. He's got the zone. Cason's touchdown. Nice run by Lanning. Great blocking and no flags. Great blocking by the interior line. And once again, whoever was out there on the left side. Okay, Wayner's out there. So it was Wayner that was out there on that left side. Wayner got the block that sprung Jack. I've said it all year long. Our wide receivers, I'm going to put them against any other wide receiving corps in the state for being able to block. Absolutely. Because we get a lot of extra yards because of how good the blocking our receivers are doing.
They do a good job of sealing off the lanes.
Three backs now back there with Lanning. Schaefer's behind him, Looper and Freeze right there. Snap back, hand off to Trevor. Trevor's got a lead set of blockers. Not going to get in, though.
No, that pile just kind of moved right towards Trevor, and there was nowhere to go.
The good news is it's 12-0. The bad news is we haven't been able to get in the extra points, so I hope that doesn't come back to haunt us later in the game. Touchdown for the Warriors. Cason's on touchdown to put the Warriors up 12-0.
Guys, Trevor may have picked up about a yard on that conversion attempt. They just, I think probably we're better off when they think there's a chance we may begin to throw, because when they get everybody in the box right there, anybody's running again.
You know, it's no different than what we see from our defense. You know, when you're stacking 8 and 9 guys in the box, there's just not a lot of gaps.
Exactly.
Our second quarter sponsors are Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Christensen Real Estate, and the Marion Kiwanis Club.
So who's running our camera that nobody can see?
Keenan is running our camera, and he's doing as good a job as he can with the technology that he has, and Gene's producing it.
It's coming off the camera, Greg.
And Gene is defending our technology. He's ready.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the feed on Gene's computer from here that's going out, and it is not blurry. So somewhere in the great wide world of technology between our upload and YouTube download to everybody else, it's blurry, and we apologize greatly for that.
Perhaps you should reply to those folks that are saying it's blurry and ask if they've got their glasses on.
No, I've got it pulled up on my phone. It's definitely a blurry image.
Let me see. How blurry are we talking? Just so I know how I'm talking about here. Mercer set to kick off. Be a second kickoff for the game here. Okay. Kicks up. Oh, ball was on the ground for a minute. Two of the Smith Center players,
33 and 22.
Yeah, 33 and 22. Kyler Elliott and Braxton Carr were not fighting over the ball, but they both went for it, and it ended up on the ground. Luckily, they recovered it luckily for them, bad for us. Otherwise, the Warriors would have had great field position again. 1st and 10 for the Redmen at the 32-yard line. Their own 32. Nice kick by Mercer to kind of pin them back a little bit. One to the far side for Smith Center. 3 backs behind Hutchinson. Snap back, hands off. No, he's got to keep. Lanning is the first to hit him, but he's tackled at the legs by Smith, and then Wynn comes in. I'm going to call a 4-yard gain there, 2nd and 6 from about the 36. If you can see the scoreboard on the camera, which I don't know if you can, if our feed's showing the scoreboard, I think it is. Now they finally got it fixed. It's not 2nd and 5, folks. It is 2nd and 6. Same formation, 1 to the far side, 3 behind Hutchinson in the pistol. Takes the snap, hand off to Franklin. Franklin is wrapped up by Lanning.
Yeah, Lanning had him low, and Trevor came in and made sure he
maybe a 2-yard gain. About a 2-yard gain. Going to bring up 3rd and about 4.
End of yards, could be 3rd down and 5.
I do like the light-up marker.
I know. That's what I said. They're one piece of really new technology, and it happens to be the down marker.
Well, they'd be great for the high school games, guys, but sometimes in the college they have them, and then daytime they're hard to see with the sunlight on them.
Hutchinson Franklin, pistol, takes a snap. He's going to keep this time. Wrapped up.
He didn't get
High was Lanning. Somebody had him down around the ankles. That was Lane Smith. Had him down around the ankles. Lanning takes him out high. He's going to be short. It's going to bring up 4th and about a long 1, short 2. I'm going to call it 4th and 2.
Hey, Luke Watkins was in on that tackle, too.
I know somebody else was down low. I thank you, Mike, for saying that, because I couldn't quite see who was at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, big 5-0.
Smith Center's going to go for it. Down by 2 touchdowns, second quarter.
See what the Warriors can do here for the defensive stand. Snap back, hand off to Franklin. Oh,
he got it.
He got it
just
only
barely
because
got
he leaned the ball out. Yeah. But I believe that's going to be enough to get it.
Watkins again in on that.
I'm sure they're going to measure this one, but I've got to give it to Franklin. He was going down. He knew he was going down, and he actually stuck the ball out as far as he could. I'm pretty sure he's going to have this one by a length of a football or more. Yeah, length of a football, first down.
Actually, 3/4 of a football.
3/4 of a football. Okay, thank you. Thank you for pointing out my disappointing commentary, Mike.
Well, I know how much
he wants accuracy.
Yes.
He wants accuracy.
As an engineer, I know how much you prize accuracy.
Hey, but nobody at home can see if I was wrong, so you know, you blew it. It's 1st and 10 here for the Redmen at the 41-yard line. Hand off to Franklin in the backfield. Wrapped up down low. Flag comes in late. Freeze was the tackler.
Franklin on the carry.
I don't know what that guy's...
usually that's unfortunate. It's like a face mask type thing.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. I didn't see it.
Oh, holding on the Redmen.
All right.
Like that. Back them up again.
And Coach Kraft is not allowing any debate this time. He's pointing the whole time. Back up, back up.
You know, okay. When you're facing a running team that can't pick up chunks of yards tonight,
move them back.
Move them back.
Move them back.
There's no doubt about it. Move them back.
Meanwhile, the clock keeps ticking.
Yep.
We're down under 5 minutes to go in the first half.
One to the far side. Hutchinson with 3 backs behind him. Snap back. Hutchinson's going to keep to the right side. He's got a little bit of room. He's got an angle. I don't know if we're going to catch him. Oh, no, Snyder actually did.
Oh, was that Snyder? Oh, flag.
I imagine it's going to be a horse collar, but saved a touchdown. I mean, grab what you can.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, they're going to call a horse collar here, which he took him down at about just right at the 20-yard line, so it's only going to be a 10-yard penalty. So it can only be half the distance to the goal. It is going to give Smith Center first and probably goal just inside the 10. Yeah, they're going to set it right on the 10-yard line, so I think
it's just outside the 10, guys. They could technically get a first down, but it'll be at the 1-inch line.
Gotcha. So 1st and 10 here from the 10. At least Snyder made the stop to where he didn't get into the end zone on that play. Snap back, hands off to Franklin this time going around the right side, and Schaefer's comes through and just blows him up. Underneath was pull him up off the ground.
Looper on the tackle.
There you go.
Oh, Looper. Yeah, Looper was on the bottom side, and Trevor came over, and unfortunately, Trevor and Franklin both landed on Looper because Looper was on the bottom side.
Bring up 2nd and 10, under 4 minutes.
Maybe a gain of a half yard on that play. Keeper by Hutchinson. He's going to pick up a couple.
Yeah, I think he got to about the...
He got to about the 6.
Yep.
Is that right,
4 yards.
Mike? About the 6.
I was just looking to see who was at the... I think that was Looper. No, that was Batani.
Was it Batani?
Yes. And yeah, they're just outside the 6.
Okay. So third and 6. Third and 6. Yeah, scoreboard's not keeping up. 3rd and 6 from the 6. Same set. No change in that. Hutchinson in the pistol. Takes a snap. Pitch back to Franklin. And he stopped.
Nothing.
About the 5.
Yeah, I mean, there was nowhere for him to go. Good defense
and
by
that
the
was
Warriors.
Lane Smith that went down low to get his legs, and then several more Warriors came in and helped seal him down.
Guys, that spot is going to be outside the 5, so he did not get much at all there.
We're going to have looks like we're going to have a Edward Jones investment timeout.
Smith Center's going to call a timeout here. So an Edward Jones investment timeout.
It's a big position to guys. Down 12 zip. You got 2:47 to go, and this is going to be a 4th and 6.
Okay.
Valley Heights in the Sedgwick matchup. Valley Heights 22, Sedgwick 6.
Wow,
they just announced a score.
Valley
Heights is beating Sedgwick 22-6. I didn't catch if they said what time was in that game. But wow.
Yeah, that was I wowed it too.
So 4th and you got to call it 6 because it's outside the 5, but for all intents and purposes, it's 4th and 5 from the 5-yard line.
I'm watching the players in the Warriors huddle. Lane Smith, Trevor Schaefer's, some of these kids. I mean, they don't look beat, like overly tired, but they're taking the water and I think appreciating the timeout call.
2:47 to go here in the second quarter of play. Once again, that was your Edward Jones investment timeout. Second quarter sponsors.
Second quarter sponsors are Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Christensen Real Estate, and the Marion Kiwanis Club.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you to all our sponsors. 4th down here for the Warriors. See if we can get a stop. Hold these Redmen out of the end zone. Snap back. Looking to pass. Gets hit. Oh, easy
wide
in.
open.
Franklin wide open. Nobody picked up Franklin coming out of the backfield.
Hutchinson, the roof, Franklin from 5 yards out.
That was a well-executed play, guys. They obviously set that up during the timeout. They played it well.
Yeah, the one thing that the Warriors were not looking for or expecting. So that makes their score 6-12. See if we can hold them out of this extra point to keep our...
Even just so we don't have to hear the train horn.
Yeah, exactly.
Good thing.
I don't mind it so much if they blow it when they score, but if every time they get a big play they're going to do it, that's irritating.
This time just 2 back set. Franklin split out here to the left this time. Watch for something to happen to him. Hutchinson going to keep it. Oh, Gee gets in for the 2-point conversion.
He was quick around the outside.
Snyder just couldn't. Hutchinson had a head of steam up, and Snyder was starting from a standing position, so Snyder didn't have a chance really to hold him out. It's going to make your score 8-12 with 2:42 to go in this second quarter of play.
The back did I think Snyder may have had a chance on that if it weren't for the really well-executed face arm, or straight arm there. Or a face arm, you call it what you will.
So 2:42 to go. Warriors still holding on to a 4-point lead. See if we can take this ball and drive it down and get a score here before halftime. Smith Center will get the ball to start the third quarter. That's correct.
Can't help but feel like the Warriors really kind of dominated for the most part. Dominated is too strong a word, but had the upper hand through most of that first half, and just the scoreboard doesn't reflect it.
The momentum just kind of swinging just a little bit right now. Warriors need another running back by Jonathan here.
I wouldn't object.
No, that'd be a difference maker for sure.
Good return, though, here, no matter who gets it, no matter how it happens. A great return here would set up maybe a scoring drive here before halftime for the Warriors. Franklin set to kick off for the Redmen. Deep or Landing and Freeze. Next lineup is Smith and Looper. I don't think Franklin's going to kick it deep this time.
Yeah. I think that's a safe bet.
Not sure what he's going to do here, but I doubt he's going to put it in the air long and deep. Run up. Yeah, a little more of a line drive kick. Looper's going to take it about the 20. Looking for a hole, not going to find one.
Going to be about the 33, guys.
1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 33-yard line. It's about a 13-yard return for Looper, not bad. The gap closed quick. He didn't have as much steam up as Jonathan did on that first one.
No. 2:35 remaining in the half. Warriors have the ball at their own 33.
I believe that was Joel Fagan on the tackle.
Warriors just need to not try to get it all in one play here.
Right.
Don't want to dig yourself a hole.
Warriors have all their timeouts.
Freeze to the left. Smith down here to the right. Hand off to Trevor. No, Jack's going to keep. He's actually made the first guy miss. Second guy miss. He's still on his feet. He gets to the corner.
Wow.
And he's going to get spun out
at about the 40.
At about the 40-yard line. Finally spun out over there by Brant Wilson.
That's a 27-yard gain.
As we have seen so many times this season, it's not the first, second, third guy that brings Jack down. It's the 8th or 9th guy.
Yeah, Jack was able to break a bunch of tackles to get out there, and finally one guy just held on long enough and spun him out.
Attribute that to Jack's skills and our guys picking up the little chip blocks to help so that nobody's coming to help. Jack's going to keep again. He's up the middle. Finally gets drugged down at about the 30-yard line.
He's going to pick up another first down.
Yep, going to be another Warrior first down.
Gain of 11. First down.
Guys, we've got over 2 minutes to go yet in this first half, and the Warriors are just 21 yards away from the goal line. Well, 31 yards, excuse me.
Well, we like the 21, Mike. I wish it was.
Well, they're 21 yards away from the 10.
You're 21 yards away from a first and goal. Is that what you're saying?
I like that, yes. That's exactly what I meant.
Brayton Blackman had a key block on that one. This time, Landon's going to keep again. He's being wrangled up high. The pile is still moving.
They are not blowing those plays dead. They are letting them go, go, go.
7 yards.
Landing on the carry.
So it's a 7-yard gain. He's going to take it to what, the 23?
Yes.
So 2nd and 3 from the 23. Right now, so far on these plays, Smith Center looks like the one that's tired because they're trying to tackle high, and Jack's not going down. 2nd and 3 from 23. Jack's going to take the snap. Hand off to, nope, pitch this time to Looper. Looper was, Looper didn't have a lot of chance out there. He's going to lose about 3 yards on the play. Warriors are going to call their first timeout, Edward Jones investment timeout. Looper didn't have much of a chance there. By the time he took the pitch, there was already 3 red jerseys bearing down on him. So, going to bring up 3rd and 5, back at the 26-yard line.
Guys, it seems like with the Smith Center team, anything that we've tried that is kind of tricky, I'm not going to include passes, but any misdirection or even some of the lateral things, they're just not biting on.
No, and they're still flying to the ball with numbers.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so far, once again, I'm trying to armchair quarterback from up here in the stands, but the plays that are working are Jack following the guy up the gut.
Up the gut.
Or just off tackle,
yep.
But it's Jack following that has been our best yardage gains so far on the evening.
We got 5 yards to go here to get this first down. We got a minute, 1 tick left in the half.
And still 2 timeouts.
And 2 timeouts, and we've got 2 downs to get this first down if we need it.
So on the field for the Warriors, Mercer, Watkins, Wynn, Batani, Blackman, Cole Smith, Lanning, Schaefer's, Looper, Wayner, and Freeze. 3rd and 5. Snap back. Jack's going to keep again. Jack's got a hole. Got one guy to beat to the corner. He's got it. He's in the zone for a Kaysen-Son touchdown. No flags. No flags.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I wish we had the ability to replay because one of the Warrior blockers got absolutely clotheslined. There should have been a flag thrown on that for a personal foul. Because they got it right up around the neck.
I heard the pop. I think that was Trevor going through the line, though. That might have been the pop. So that's going to make your score 18-8. 54 seconds to go. Going for 2 here.
Warriors would love to pick this up.
3 receivers to the right. Now Freeze goes in motion. Back out. Looking to hit. Whoa, Jack backpedaling. And picked off.
Lanning did a nice job of staying alive, guys.
18-8 your score. So at least we're up by a 2-score margin at this point. 54 seconds to go in this second quarter of play. Nice job by the Warriors. You know, we said they got the ball back with, what, 2:54?
Yeah.
They took exactly 2 minutes for that scoring drive. Started off with that great, well, not great, but very good, very nice return. Started him out at the 33-yard line. Jack's gasping right now. He needs this halftime break coming up.
Now, guys, we want to make sure and cover this kickoff. I'm sure we won't be putting it up high in the, well, I shouldn't say that, but my expectation would be that we'd squib it in some form or fashion and keep them from having a big long run.
My guess is you're going to see the same kick you saw last time. That one that goes about a mile high comes down over here at about the 30-yard line, 30, 25, 30, and makes this 33 and 22. Smith Center guys out here, you know, try to go after it again.
Yep.
That's Mercer's MO. It's about 30 yards in the air, 25, 30 yards in the air, really high to let our guys get down underneath it.
Well, I hope not, because I'm standing in the same place, and that was kind of scary last time.
And here comes the kick. Yep, and there's it up, and this one's going to go out of bounds. Don't think that's exactly what he's trying to do.
It goes out of bounds.
I think I'd have squibbed it.
That's center ball at just short of 41.
Well, you just don't want to do anything stupid and give up another score at this point.
Right.
So 1st and 10 for the Redmen at the 41-yard, their own 41-yard line.
54 seconds remaining in the half.
Smith Center's going to a new set. They got 2. Well, I guess
they moved it up to the 45.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a 5-yard penalty.
Okay.
That last time we went out over here, they didn't give them the 5-yard penalty. I was kind of glad they forgot about it, but they got it this time. Long setback is Franklin behind Hutchinson. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. They're looking to pass again.
Stay with Franklin.
This time he's got time. No, that's incomplete. Incomplete. Pass was to and Davion Orr.
Franklin was the original target, and he was taken out. And he is complaining to the ref because he was on the ground.
The guy they had going long down this near sideline was well covered. The guy they went to, the short man there, had he caught it, he'd have had a gain. But Lane Smith was coming up hard. I don't think it goes much further than where he caught it.
And if he had caught it, he would have picked up about 6. So, going to bring up, there's 47 seconds to go on the clock, 2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line. Snap back, looking to pass again. This time pass out to Franklin. Hit hard. Incomplete pass. Schaefer's almost had a pick 6. If that ball if you hadn't had so much gusto on it, Schaefer's would still be running.
Yeah.
So it went off Franklin's hands. Schaefer's was looking for the tackle, didn't realize it was going to go through, and
the quarterback barely got that off before Brian Wynn got to him.
You didn't give Schaefer's enough credit because he runs faster than that. If he'd have still been running, he'd have been over at the Jolly Burger or wherever it was.
Jiffy Burger.
He'd been getting a shake, man. 42 seconds to go, 3rd and 10. Reverse handoff to Franklin. Misdirection play. He's got a little bit of room going to the outside.
Still up.
Freeze is going to take him down. Flag comes in late.
Franklin on that carry.
That's got to be on Smith Center. It's got to be holding or something.
Warriors are slow to get up. This has been a rock'em sock'em half.
Watkins
holding.
And who's the other Warrior that's...
Cole Smith.
Okay.
slow to get up. They called holding on Smith Center. And usually that's going to be from where it happened, which is, I'm guessing, is right there at the 46-yard line. So it's probably going to take them back to their own 44.
Good night for a football game. Crisp and cool, but not real cold. Although I am going to put my coat on.
46.
Yeah,
holding.
my coat's going on at halftime.
Needs to go to the 44, guys. 10 yards. There's 2 white lines. You just got to get past the second one. There we go. Hopefully the referees are not listening to our broadcast. Me being sarcastic. That's going to bring up now 3rd and 12.
33 seconds remaining in the half.
Nice thing is the time does not go back on the clock. Misdirection play again to Franklin. Lane Smith's going to take him out the legs. Wynn and Cole Smith are going to finish him off up top. He's going to pick up about 4, but it's going to bring up 4th and 8.
Franklin on the carry.
4th and 8 from the 47.
The clock continues to run. They did not call timeout. We're 10 seconds.
Warriors aren't going to call timeout.
Nope. This will be the last play of the half.
They're going to try to get this snap off. Oh, no, they do it. They're looking for a long pass. They get the pass off, but it's not even going to be for a first down. So
that'll be the end of the half.
It would have been a turnover on downs had that play stood even. So great first half of football here by the Warriors. They're going to go into halftime leading the Smith Center Rabbit team 18-8. Send it down to Austin for our quarterly report. St. Luke quarterly report.
Well, I'll tell you what here. Again, another physical quarter. Smith Center getting their first score and a 2-point conversion. That was bound to happen. But here's the exciting thing that I'm looking forward to seeing here. They are having to dig in every crevice of their playbook that they can and use everything that they possibly can because, you know, them going to that spread look, we haven't seen that on film unless they were really desperate to try and get something going. You know, they're having a little bit of success, but here's the thing. The Warriors are in a great position right now, getting those 2 scores. Smith Center does get the ball coming out of the half, but our defense is standing strong. This is a physical game. The boys are understanding that, but ultimately the Warriors are in a great position here. We get to stop coming out of the half. The Warriors can take this thing.
You know, I like what you said, Austin, because when they have to go to their playbook and run stuff that they aren't normally running, they don't know it as well either. So they're not executing it as well as the stuff that they do almost every down, every play of the entire season.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the thing, too. It could be adjustments. You know, I don't know Smith Center's offense as well as they do. They may have something going wrong that they need to tweak, and all of a sudden they start breaking it. But something that encourages me, too, is the Warrior offense. Early on in the game, our runs were coming 3 yards at a time with every drop of blood we could give them, and now we're finding ways and finding openings and a lot of trash in there. So the Warriors are in a great position. They can throw the ball. They can run the ball. Defense is standing tall. Recipe for success, we'll find out.
Okay, that was your St. Luke Quarterly Report by Austin Murphy. We're going to take it to halftime here. We'll come back in about 13 minutes. And thank you for joining us. While you're got a break, go like and subscribe this MCTV. Welcome back, Warrior fans. Getting set for this second half action here in Smith Center. Both teams out on the field warming up. We've talked a lot of things here at halftime amongst the broadcast crew. A couple of announcements that they made over the loudspeaker to keep you updated on, just because we don't keep track of stats. We're glad they announced them and they're keeping track of them. But Lanning so far in that first half of play, it has 140 yards on the ground. The big dog for Smith Center, Franklin, only has 29. Their high point runner as their quarterback, he has 64 yards. Both quarterbacks 2 of 5 for 20-some yards in passing. So you can see where all the game is coming from. Just hope the Warriors can take what they did in that first half and extend it here. Smith Center is going to start the second half with the ball.
That's correct. Just give you an idea of what it feels like out here. Got a little bit chilly. Numerous.
It's only down to 54, though.
I know, but it feels so cold. Numerous MCTV crew members have put on winter coats, and the cameraman is actually wearing pants.
He's wearing pants. I think that's the first time in his life I've seen him wear pants, other than maybe a concert. Wow. A couple other scoring updates if you're not tracking these at home on another app. Sedgwick is losing to Valley Heights 40-something to 6. I didn't catch the something. It's 40-something to 6. Sterling also down to Conway Springs 30 to 6. I'm guessing based on timing, those are probably near halftime or in the halftime realm for both of those schools.
So, Darren, can you hear me?
Yes. I can.
If those scores, those scores are going to hold. If our score holds and we win,
we play at home.
Against who?
Conway Springs.
Okay.
If we win tonight and Conway Springs wins, they're coming to our house next week.
Well, then you're just going to have to make sure we win.
I'm trying, Mike. I'm trying. Well, we got a chance. It's a short break here. We're going to say thank you again to our sponsors and pull out the sponsor sheet here. Without a desk, it's kind of tough. We don't have it just set in front of us. I'm going to drop back and give our second quarter sponsors again, Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Christensen Real Estate, and the Marion Kiwanis Club. Coming up now in the third quarter is MHS Pack and Carlson's Grocery. Warrior sponsors on the evening, Gambino's Pizza, Marion Auto Supply, Security First Title Company, Katie Insurance, and Tampa State Bank.
All right, Jeremiah, I'm putting on my left glove.
All right, I'm glad you're putting on your left glove.
Can we call you Little Michael?
Well, last time I did this, Jeremiah called me Michael Jackson.
He was injured. He put his hand through a plate glass window or something like that, and he never recovered, and he's got a giant piece of metal in his hand or something. I don't know, but...
Didn't I just say that, call him Little Michael?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Darren...
Better than Meaty Timbers.
Did you say needy or meaty?
Darren, I've been known to whale on big guys.
Well, you got a whole lineup in front of you, Mike. Mercer sets kickoff. Start this second half of play. Kick a little bit deeper this time. Franklin's going to take it right in the middle of the field, about the 25-yard line. He's going to get brought down by Freeze.
Made it out to about the 36.
I think I'm going to mark him at the 36.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So, Smith Center's going to take over. Start this second half of play. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line.
It's a very enthusiastic crowd here, guys. I sometimes can not really hear you from the noise behind me, which is a good thing.
There's a good Marion contingency here.
Yeah. And not just in the stands, like Mike said earlier, lining the whole side of this field. Snap back. Oh, he's looking to pass. And he's going to get dropped. He is going to get tackled. A sack recorded by Lane Smith.
Yeah, Lane Smith was able to get in behind him and get a hand on him and pull him down. Good work by Lane Smith to fight in there and get to him.
Great read by Lane Smith. He came clear around from the backside. He had to go a long way to get that.
Darren,
Great cover. Oh, go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
I so wanted to see Batani get off the bottom of that pile.
With the ball. What I was going to say is great coverage downfield that made Hutchinson hold that ball so Lane Smith could get to him. Traditional set here in the pistol for Hutchinson. Ball kind of on the ground. Yeah. Hands off up the middle.
It was a low snap for sure.
That was Desbian. He's going to pick up about 3.
Make it 3rd and 9.
Maybe he just picked up 2. I guess I didn't look at where that last spot was real well. Picked up 2 or 3 there, but yes, it's 3rd and 9 from the 38-yard line. Snap back, ball on the ground again, looking to pass again.
Run out of time.
This time he's going to tuck it and run.
He gets the first down.
Schaefer's had him by the jersey, held him up finally.
On the carry, on the keeper, gain of 18.
Guys, that was a little bit, he did a little bit of Jack Lanning there.
He did.
Through that.
Looper and Schneider finally come in to help Schaefer's, who had just a fistful of jersey, and that was all that was holding Hutchinson from picking up a bunch more yards.
He did. He came to a stop almost in his run and looked like he was going to throw it, and one of our guys left his feet. It was going to be like a basketball coach would say, "Don't jump."
Counterplay this time. Franklin on the carry. Gets, I believe that's Batani. Yes, Batani makes that tackle after a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. 48-yard line of the Warriors.
Darren, am I seeing it right from down here? I mean, it looks like on that snap from center, it's hitting the ground
it's
about
low.
every other
It's
play.
low.
It's low.
He's catching it. Sometimes he catches it at about his ankles. It's been a consistently low snap. Maybe that's their game plan. I don't know. Maybe they like it so that way the defense can't see it too. I don't know. Hand off to Franklin. Second guy through the hole. He's going to drag a couple Warriors. I'm trying to get a number.
He picks up about 4.
Cole Smith on the tackle. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 from the 45. Warrior 45 here. Warriors need to get a stop here. Cannot let them just keep driving down the field. Do not want to get this back to a 1-score game.
Be a good opportunity for the defense to have a big stop.
Hutchinson in the pistol, 3 backs behind him, snap back. Hutchinson's got to keep it himself. He is taken down for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, somebody got him by the ankles. I couldn't tell who it was. It might have been Schaefer.
Freeze. I think it was Freeze.
Yeah.
Freeze came up and...
All right, guys, 4th down and 4. What do you do here?
Run. Run.
You know, if you hold them here, it sets us up an awfully good field position.
Yes, it does.
Okay, based on what... Oh, they're actually dropping back to punt. Watch the fake here.
Yeah,
and
watch
also
the fake.
watch the ball. Do not get a 5-yard penalty that gives them a 1st down.
The player running in late.
Snap back, high snap. He's going to make the kick. Good kick. Fair catch call for by Lanning. He dropped it a little bit, dropped it.
He was able to recover.
Yeah, easily recovered. But the Warriors going to start this drive at their own 6. So good punt there by Smith Center to pin the Warriors back. Warriors need to come out here and act like it is not at the 6-yard line, that they're somewhere out in the middle field and just go out and run their plays and have fun with it.
Lanning did a good job not panicking there.
Yes, he did. Once again, I'm going to blame the lights.
I think you could. The glare is, I don't know.
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier. I'm just saying it's real.
It is. It's really weird when you're sitting here and if you kind of even look up from it's kind of a blinding glare. 2 behind Lanning, Looper and Schaefer's. Leave Lanning's keeper. Ball's on the ground. Smith Center's got it. Good hit there on Lanning. Jars the ball loose.
It's going to be 1st and 10, Smith Center from the 6. Waiting for 1st and goal, Smith Center from the 6.
11-yard line.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1st and goal from 1st and 10 from the 11.
There you go. They kept saying from the 6, and I'm standing here at the 11 going, I don't see that.
That was a good hard hit that jarred that ball loose. I got to give Smith Center credit for that. Warriors got to stand tough here. Snap back. Hutchinson's going to keep it. He's going to get drugged down. Maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah.
2.
You got to gain about 3 yards, guys.
Gain of 2.
2nd and 8 from the 8. 9. It looks like it's on the 9.
It's past the 9.
Okay, we'll call it the 8. 2nd and 8 from the 8. Smith Center back to their standard triple back set. Hutchinson in the pistol. Snap back. He's going to hand off to Franklin. Franklin, gets waylaid.
The ball may be out.
Ball's out.
Warriors say they have it. We'll see if they call it a fumble. Doesn't look like they're going to.
First down, Warriors!
Get the ball.
The ball got knocked out. I'm not sure who knocked it out. I think it was Trevor. Schaefer's came across and made a heck of a hit, and then all of a sudden the ball was down, so it had to be Schaefer's that made the hit there that knocked the ball loose, get the turnover right back, and picked up 5 yards.
Guys, could you see somebody down there on the Warrior squad was obviously arguing the case and did it quite persuasively.
Yeah, I think somebody, there was a long conversation down there.
I'm not sure how it could not be when the guy 4 yards behind the plate comes up with the ball and the pile comes up and nobody has the ball in the pile. It has to be a turnover. So
big turnaround.
Great job by the Warriors. To see what Jack can do now with this handoff. This time, no, he's going to keep again. And he's going to pick up about 5. Yes, Mike? 4, 5, pick up 5, 4?
Yeah, it's 5.
Okay.
It's a short 5.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 5 from, the scoreboard says 6, but I like Mike's better. 2nd and 5.
No, we gained a short 5.
Okay.
We gained a short 5 and need a long 5.
Okay. 2nd and 6 from the 12-yard line. Landy's going to keep again. He's going to pick up 4, 3.
Jason Davian on the stop.
Mike's having a conversation about something.
He's going to pick up 3 here and going to leave us with 3rd and 3.
3.
From right at the 15-yard line.
Mike, you having an in-depth conversation down there?
Well, he thought he thought I was with the coaching staff and that I was going along and communicating back to them.
Oh.
Just a lowly TV guy.
Yeah, just a lowly TV broadcaster.
I told him, well, go ahead. We'll get back to this.
Okay, landing yourself for the snap at 3rd and 3. Late pitch to Looper. Looper's going to lose a yard.
And maybe the ball. They're waving like they got a fumble recovery. Yep.
No, they're going to call a 4th down here.
Oh, I thought he was pointing.
No, the guy on the sideline raised his fist for 4th down. So
no gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Actually, a loss of a yard. It's going to bring up 4th and 4 right at the 15-yard line. I'm sure Lanning will be back to punt this one, but at least we're going to maybe try to get it out of here.
Need a good line drive. Away from the receiver.
Slow snap. Jack gets it off.
Nice run here. Nice tackle. Snyder gets him right as Franklin picks up the ball. Franklin comes up yelling about something to the official. I don't know what he could be yelling about.
He was yelling about the TV guy on the sideline.
Yeah, probably with the headset.
Yes. I thought I was going to be put in timeout like Austin.
1st and 10, Redmond at their own 47-yard line. Warriors somewhat flipped the field. I mean, got it from out of the deep end into the field. See what they can do here. False start on the Redmond. The receiver out here on this far side took off too soon. This official caught him, thanks to one of our coaching staff literally jumping up and down. And it wasn't you, Mike.
It was
you didn't sneak up there and, get that one to work.
I'm scared now.
Yeah, somebody putting you in jail instead of vice versa, right?
Put me in football jail.
1st and 15, 42-yard line. Redmond owned 42-yard line. Snap back. Hutchinson's going to keep. He's going to get waylaid.
Strong tackle by the Warriors.
Cole Smith was the initial tackler, and then Brian Wynn came in and was trying to rip that ball out. Didn't get it out, but sure made a heck of a play. No gain on the play, 2nd and 15, 42.
Guys, I couldn't see the number, or I didn't catch the number who it was, but one of the Warriors came in from the backside and was following that play. Didn't make the play, but it had the 2 players not made it, he was going to. It was a really good pursuit.
Second 15. Redmond 42-yard line. This time just two back set behind Hutchinson. Looking to pass. Still on his feet, looking to pass. He's going to take off and run. Freeze is going to, Freeze couldn't get him down. It's going to be a first down. Hutchinson scrambles and picks up a first down.
Yeah, he had a lot of room to run down the right side over there.
Freeze came up and tried to make the stop and kind of got outrun a little bit to the corner with a stutter step. And
4 minutes to go in the third quarter, 18-8, Warriors up.
Our third quarter sponsors are MHS Pack and Carlson's Grocery.
Gonna bring up first and 10 on the 35-yard line. This time the Warrior 35, unfortunately. Two back set again, usually means pass. Nope, this time pitch to Franklin. He has a little bit of a hole this time. He's gonna pick up about 6 or 7 yards. Yeah, he's going to pick up 7. No, 6. Up to the 29-yard line. So he's going to bring up second and 4. Redmond with a little bit going here right now, and the Warriors need to dig deep and find out a way to get them stopped here. They go back to a 3-back set now. Snap back. First man through had the ball stuffed for maybe a half-yard gain. So it's going to bring up third and a long 3 at the 28. Well, somewhere between 28 and 29, right, Mike?
Yep. Correcto.
.302 to go in this third quarter of play. Clock running. Not a lot of stoppage of play tonight with both teams doing so much running. Snap back. Hutchinson getting a blind keeper, and reading it was Looper. Looper read that beautifully and takes him down for a 6-yard loss. Bring up 4th and 9. Now from the 34-yard line.
That's a big play, guys.
That's a
really
huge play. Great play by Looper. Great play by Looper. Quarterback did a great job of hiding that ball, but as soon as he turned, it looked like he was going to have some green space. Looper was right there to fill it and take him down. Okay, Smith Center set up to run a play here. Single back behind Hutchinson. He's looking to pass. He's scrambling up, long pass out. Oh, they're going to get him. They're going to call Snyder for a flag.
Snyder was trying to get to the ball, guys. I think it's probably a good call, but he was literally trying to get to the ball and ran into the receiver.
Unfortunately, it's going to bring up first down.
Tell you what, we're running a lot of time off doing this back and forth number.
Pass interference.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 19.
1st and 10, Smith Center inside the red zone.
1st and 10 from the 19. We'll see if the Warriors can get a stop here. I don't want to say holding. Stop. 3-back set again, and behind Hutchinson in the pistol. Hutchinson's going to keep. And he stopped for after a couple-yard gain. Whole host of Warriors in there. Schaefer's was in there. Down low, though.
Late flag.
Well, very late flag. I think Batani's down there on the bottom. Is it? No.
No, that's
Lanning.
Jack.
That's Lanning.
Somebody's got a helmet problem here. That's Watkins, I think.
So we're going to see what the call is. Dead ball. It's against Smith Center. Personal foul against Smith Center. We got the 15 yards back. Watkins had a helmet problem. It looks like they got that taken care of or fixed or swapped or something.
They just took one off of somebody else and handed it to him.
Darren and Mike, while we have a moment, our producer reminded us that we've got to read some of these Keisha things. So I'm going to read another one of them. Ask a sports enthusiast what fall means in Kansas, and they'll tell you football, cross-country, volleyball, soccer, and much more. The best in entertainment, sportsmanship, and community involvement will unfold during the next few months. Activities give fans the opportunity to show how much pride they have in our youth and to talk about their accomplishments Support your school's student body, faculty, administration. Public service message from the Kansas State High Schools Activities Association and mctv20live.
Wow, you got that in. I'm impressed.
Oh.
First and 25 from the 34-yard line. 32-yard line, sorry. 32-yard line. Looking to pass again. Pass over the middle. Caught. Taken down almost immediately after about a 12-yard gain, maybe?
About 12 yards.
Still going to bring up.
Going to be second and about 12, guys.
Third and 12.
Oh, third, my bad.
Yeah, that's okay. He hadn't switched it yet, so.
Yeah.
So third and 12 from the 21-yard line.
Yeah, I said it wrong. they're correcting me down here.
Hutchinson's going to keep. Oh, there should be a holding call there, and they're not going to get the flag, but the Warriors are going to pummel them. Luke Watkins got mugged. I mean,
yes,
mugged. Still managed to get a hand onto Hutchinson, the running back, the quarterback, and hold him up long enough for the rest of the Warriors to come in and take him down. So it's going to bring up 4th and now 15. So that was a loss on the play of a couple yards. 4th and 15 from the 24-yard line.
Guys, the chain gang and the officials and I are going to go out for a beer after the game.
You're on first name basis now, are you?
They're turning around and telling me when I'm saying things incorrect.
Well, it's a good thing they're not listening to me then. They'd have a whole host of things to say. 2 backs this time. This one's going to be a pass play. Smith Center trying to get it off before the third quarter comes to a close. Time is ticking down under 5. Ball's on the ground. Smith Center recovers. That's a turnover on downs. The Warriors are going to start the 4th quarter with the ball. Nice. Nice.
Before we go to the quarterly report, Darren, I just want to point out that Principal Raymer is down here fixing the helmet. I love it.
The ex-Division I athletes working on a helmet now.
That's right.
So, quarterly report, St. Luke. Austin, take it away.
Yeah, I'm here. All right. What a exciting couple of minutes there.
Man.
Okay. Scoreless, 3rd quarter. Couple of turnovers there on both sides of things, but we came up with a really big stop to start with the ball in the 4th quarter here. I'm excited, okay? I can't describe it any way other than that. So, Warriors still in command of this ball game. It's still a 2-score ball game, 12 minutes to go. Anything can happen here, but the Warriors, if we can protect the ball, we're in good shape. We're seeing openings. We just need to make sure we're attacking those openings correctly. So, scoreless here, 8-18. Warriors up 2 scores, 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes between us and our first regional championship since 1994. Woo!
Thank you for that St. Luke quarterly report from Austin.
Austin is breathless. I think those Marilyn Monroe pictures in that hamburger spot's got him all shook up.
We'll get our 3rd quarter sponsors in one more time. MHS Pack and Carlson's Grocery. And our Warriors sponsors, Gambino's Pizza, Marion Auto Supply, Security First Auto Company, Katie Insurance, and Tampa State Paint.
All right.
Shook up. Woo! We're gonna
tell you what,
we got to read a couple more of those Keisha things during the second,
we'll
during the
get
4th
'em here.
quarter. So, and there'll be repeats because we've only got 1 page.
Okay. So, 1st and 10, Warriors, 28-yard line. Their own.
Control the ball.
Right.
Control the game here.
Schaefer's and Looper behind Lanning. Freeze to the near side. Wayner Smith up there to the far side. Lanning's just going to take it himself right up the middle. He's not going to get anywhere.
For it that time. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, loss of 1 there.
He ran right into his blocker. They just blew it up on us there.
Going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You know, at this point in the game, unfortunately, Smith Center's just looking for Jack. I mean, he's going to have a real tough time picking up any more yards here in this 4th quarter because they're totally keying on him.
We just need to use time.
This time out to Schaefer. Schaefer's had a hole. 1 guy to beat, but he gets ankle tackled.
They were keyed in on Jack.
They were keyed on Jack. And that's what's going to have to happen. The supporting cast is going to have to really come on strong. Schaefer's with a great run up the middle of about 15 yards. Going to get him a 1st and 10 at the 43. And that was Braxton Carr, 155-pound safety. knew that the only place he could take Schaefer's down was literally at the ankles, and he did.
11 more minutes. Right there.
Snap back. This time Jack did a key, but yeah, stumbled, went down. No gain on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. He would have had a little bit of an opening there, but he probably only would have picked up another yard or two before Smith Center was closing in on him. 2nd and 10.
Make a hole! Make a hole!
Said good Warrior crowd here tonight. A lot of people made this drive. Snap back to Lanning. Hand off to Trevor. He's got another hole. He's got one guy to beat. He high steps in and gets ready. Trevor's going to take it to the zone. Cason's on touchdown. Trevor Schaefer's. Woo! Warrior touchdown. Trevor high stepped that safety and went for his ankles. Yep. And that was all she wrote.
After a season of being tackled at the ankles, Trevor was not going to let it happen again.
Okay, so Jack has played this last couple of plays really smart. He realized that they're keying on him. He's going to get that other supporting cast in there. Mercer on to kick the extra point here. Warriors up by 16 right now, so this 1 point would make it a 3-score game. Smart move by the Warriors because they have struggled getting the 2-pointer in tonight. So if we can get the 1, makes it a 3-score. Snap back, down, kick up, blocked.
Jeez. We are riding the struggle bus on the extra points tonight. The Warriors up 24-8. 24-8.
So 2-score ball game with the extra points difference right now. Gosh, that would have been nice to go up by 3 scores.
That would have. I'm going to read another one of these things.
Yes, please do.
Debating or marching before hundreds of people, Kansas high school students have been debating and performing spectacular marching halftime since school started. You are invited to support the fall activity programs of your school, attend a game, volunteer to judge a debate, enjoy a music program. A public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and mctv20live.
Hey guys, can I break in for a sec?
Yes.
I noticed at halftime when I went over the concession stand that train whistle thing was 2 big horns sitting on a stand that had a cord that went across, plugged in. One was red, one was green. They're not there anymore. And I was told at halftime that some Marion fans had looked at the Activity Association rules, and air horns were not allowed during playoff games.
Oh.
And that they had complained, so maybe that's why that's not there anymore.
That's nice. I got to thank whoever Warrior fans looked that rule up.
I'll tell you after the game.
Hey, I'm happy about it. Thank you, whoever did.
I'm all for celebrating, but that was one of the that was right up there with the USC fight song as a University of Arizona fan. It was totally obnoxious and unnecessary.
You mean what we think of Boomer Sooner?
Yes.
All right, Mercer set to kick off here.
I don't mind Boomer Sooner as much as I mind the eyes of Texas are upon you.
I thought you were going to say Wildcat victory. I'm glad you didn't say that.
That's fine.
Franklin's going to take balls on the ground. And, hey, he's stuck in again. Oh, my God. Freeze sneaks in and steals the kickoff on the ground. Great job by Jonathan. There's that streaking speed again.
I love it.
Just flat out beat Franklin to the ball.
That is great football sense. Saw that ball loose and just put it into overdrive to get to it.
Holy cow. Free's going to take a much-needed break after that because that is twice tonight. Freeze, I think, just set 100-meter records for the Warriors, and now he's cramping up. But that was, he gave it all. I mean, he left nothing out there to get that ball.
Give him the pickle juice, Mike. You got the pickle juice down there.
I've got it in my car.
Looper and Schaefer's behind Lanning. Snap back. Jack pitches to Schaefer's a little late. Schaefer's had nowhere to go. Yeah, he was going to be contained by Hutchinson anyway.
He lost traction over there on that right side of the field.
Where that pickle juice is laid.
That's right.
You want the real pickle juice, though, that you get with pickles in it. Don't buy those little boxes.
No, and it's cheaper if you just buy it with real pickles in it.
Yeah, well, it's also better.
Well, you also get pickles in it.
Yeah, and you get pickles.
You get a bonus.
And you get pickles.
You get bonus. Second 12, 22-yard line with the Warriors.
That was not
Smith Center 22-yard line.
That was not a Keisha spot, but
But there's a little bit of, advice to follow.
that's right.
Smith to the far side, Wayner to the near
Flag
side.
on the far side.
Offside.
Offsides. Interesting.
Offsides defense. Somebody lined up in the neutral zone. We'll take it. Right now, Smith Center creating their own problems.
Marion leads 24-8, 9:28 remaining in the game.
Once again, Smith to the far side, Wayner down here to the near side, Schaefer's and Looper.
Oh.
I was looking to see what happened. I think we're going to move it back 5 yards.
That may be against us, guys.
Yeah, that one was against us. So I think what Lanning was trying to do, I think he was trying to run time off the clock.
Yep.
And in doing so, he made his lineman wait forever, and the center
twitched.
Yeah, he either twitched or started to snap the ball. I couldn't tell which.
Jack also jerked his hands real quick, guys.
Okay. Snap back. Jack's going to keep it. He's got a hole. He's still on his feet. He's not going to get the first down, but he's going to get way up there.
He got about 7, I think, 6 or 7.
He's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Or 3rd and 3.
Down to the 14.
What do you think, Mike? 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
Probably closer to 4.
Did you ask those guys if you were correct or?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
3rd and 4 from the 14. Great run by Jack again, dragging guys as he was brought down. Freeze to the near side, and he's back in after that kickoff recovery. Tell you what, special teams play from Jonathan. He gets all state special teams plays tonight. Wow.
Absolutely.
10 seconds to go, Jack.
10 seconds.
Yep.
Jack's waiting until the last possible second. Hands off to Trevor. Trevor's got a clear line to the zone. He's in the zone. Casey saw a touchdown. Trevor Schaefer's.
Hey, guys, we're going to go to the next round of the playoffs.
We are going to the next round of the playoffs.
Yes, we are.
That makes your score 30-8. Mercer's going to come on to try to kick this extra point. Right now, it's a 22-point differential.
I would love to see Mercer get a kick through the uprights
Yeah,
here.
just a confidence booster.
I mean, just something.
You want me to run around behind the goalpost and tell you whether it goes through?
Yes.
Don't have time.
You'd really
Sorry.
get in trouble.
Don't have time.
Snap back, hold down, kick, up and good!
Wow.
Wow, he blasted that
Yes.
I love it. 31-8 is your score with 8:24 remaining in this ball game. 23-point lead.
Awesome.
That means the only way Smith Center's got a chance is 3 touchdowns and all 3 of their extra points.
In under 9 minutes.
In under 9 minutes. And they've only scored 8 points in the whole game so far. So you go ahead and read a
All right, we're going to read one more of these. We got to get 4 in, so this is our 4th. Ask any sports enthusiast what fall means in Kansas, and they'll tell you football, cross country, volleyball, soccer, and much more. The best in entertainment, sportsmanship, and community involvement will unfold during these few months. Activities give fans the opportunity to show how much pride they have in our youth and to talk about their accomplishments. Support your school's student body, faculty, and administration. A public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and mctv20live. Woo!
Hey, guys, our 4th quarter sponsors are Marion Dye & Fixture, Edward Jones Investments, Yazel Megley Funeral Home, and our Warrior sponsors one more time, Gambino's Pizza, Marion Auto Supply, Security First Title Company, Katie Insurance, and Tampa State Bank.
I want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us bring these games to you. We, again, apologize for the blurry broadcast on the video end. We tried troubleshooting that earlier in the game and could not find a solution. We put in a new HDMI cord, new camera, tried switching the input on the board. And
the upload feed from our end looks perfectly clear.
And
so
the internet speeds are great, so we are mystified.
Mercer's kick high, coming to this side. It's going to hit the ground again, and almost recovered again by Freeze.
Yeah,
Freeze had another shot at it. Smith Center is going to recover.
Guys, when I checked my phone at halftime, it was full of friendly notices that our picture was blurry. And my wife actually called to tell me, and my lovely wife, who is, I told her I'd say something nice about her, called to say that we had no audio. And then when I checked again, she had another text that said, maybe it's just me.
All right, so Center is going to have to throw it here. So they've got 2 wide left, 2 wide right, just at Franklin and sole setback. Snap back. Yep, Hutchinson's looking to pass. Pressure coming, and he's going to be dropped. He's going to be sacked by Cole Smith.
And to give you an idea of what's going on here, these are the very back pages of the Smith Center playbook.
Yeah, like Austin talked about it going into halftime, they're having to go to plays that they don't normally, and that's what I said. They don't normally run these. They don't know these plays as well. They don't. So their blockers aren't used to having to pass block. Their wide receivers aren't having to used to running routes down the field.
Great play by Smith.
Absolutely.
Second and long. Ball's on the ground. He got it picked up, and he gets drilled. He gets leveled by Luke Watkins.
He just threw the ball at the official, too.
Luke Watkins dropped him for another 7-yard loss. It is now 3rd and I don't even know how long.
A lot.
5, 10, 15, 25, yeah. So it's going to be 3rd and 25. Ball's at the 12-yard line. Smith Center going backwards on this drive, big time, thanks to the Warrior defense. 7:10 left in this game, clock ticking. Snap back. This time fake. Oh, this time Cole Smith goes. Cole Smith drops it at the 3-yard line.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, the Warriors are just,
they are eating this
right
up
now.
They are eating this up.
They are loading up. I'm telling you, Smith Center blockers don't know how to pass block. They're not taught how to pass block.
Right.
They probably pass block 10 or 12 times during practice all season.
Cole Smith is not complaining about their blocking prowess. He thinks they do just fine.
Okay, so Warriors in a prevent defense here on 4th and 31. Because Smith Center's lined up to punt. I don't think they're going to try to do any kind of fake here. They got to try to punt this away. Decent punt. Just going to let it drop and let it roll. No chance getting a turnover here. So Warriors are going to take over at their own 49-yard line. 6:04 to go in the game.
Hey, guys, for what it's worth, I walked out on the field before the game, walked around a little bit, because I was so impressed in a bad way of a previous game when I was on the sideline at the condition of the field. This field's in great shape.
The other thing, well, of course, we have a blurry camera, so it's really hard to see anything. But what you can't see on this field is over the years, they've continued to bring in dirt right in the middle of the field, kind of between the hashes. So it's actually kind of flat as you get out to the hash. And then there's a pretty good mound between the 2 hash lines. So it stays well drained, so it should stay in pretty good condition. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We're just looking to control the ball here.
Schaefer's got the ball.
Schaefer's off to the races.
Schaefer's is not going to get caught. Into the zone. Mason saw a touchdown.
Wow.
Trevor Schaefer's up the middle.
And I love it. I love the touchdown. You know, all we were looking to do was run the ball a few yards, and Warriors are just dominating this 4th quarter.
And once again, he scored that because both Smith Center guys went for the ankles.
Yep.
Trevor just high-stepped him, takes it into the zone, 37-8. Mercer on for the kick for the extra point.
The levee has broke.
Oh, my God.
That's a great phrase.
Snap back, hold down, kick up, and good. Another good kick by Mercer.
Good, very good kick by Mercer, and it's just it's the eye test, Darren. That first time Mercer tried to kick an extra point, it was blocked. The Smith Center guys were in there so quick. This time, almost no energy.
Yep.
Just totally deflated.
Yep. 38-8. Okay, so couple of fun facts.
Yep.
Number one, so I had two boys, high school for 7 years total between the two of them consecutively. In that 7-year span, 4 times we made this round of playoffs, and we lost every time that they made it to this round of the playoffs. I would be willing to bet that if you could, not only is this going to be the longest Marion stayed in since '94, but I would be willing to bet that if you go back and look at all the Smith Center record books, they have never been beaten in a playoff game by 30 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. They very rarely lose playoff games, but to lose by 30 points at home.
So just for the lighter side, after the official thought I was a coach and chewed me out and told me to get back in the coaching box, and I couldn't understand him and was saying, "What, sir, what?" And then he came back and said he was sorry, and I said, "Well, you scared me," and he said, "Well, you scared me." So then
I can understand that one.
Then the sideline, the chain gang is correcting me when I'm saying what down it is. Then about 3 touchdowns ago, I got in the way of the cheerleaders. Darn near got run over. The flag flopped me upside the head. It has been a very exciting night for old men on the sideline.
That's why we're up here in the stands.
Yeah. Well,
Mercer set to kick. Good kick by Mercer. Great kick. Going to the sideline. Oh, shoot. It just went out of bounds.
Yeah, it just rolled out there.
I mean,
Mercer's kick.
Mercer's kind of getting that dialed in a little bit there tonight. And there's Mr. Raymer. Mr. Raymer, Jordy on the field to get the tee. He has the privilege of saying that he's the only freshman that has seen the field tonight.
So far.
Well, so far, that's true.
There was, last week, you inadvertently said Dawson.
Dawson's here.
I did see Dawson here tonight.
Dawson's here tonight. I was going to go apologize to Jordy and say, I'm sorry for calling you your uncle.
It probably is not the first time.
No, well, actually, my wife has done it in the classroom a lot because she had Dawson out in Goodland as a 3rd, 4th grader, and now she's got Jordy. So, she's getting to see him, the whole Raymer clan. Hand off to Franklin, got it in the backfield, but oh man, good stiff arm by Franklin.
Careful.
Yeah.
Careful.
Yeah. Hey, Trip, unless they've just got a different jersey on.
No, that's Trip Peterson.
Yeah, and he's a freshman.
Yep. Also out here on this corner is Alec Richardson. Wyatt Soyez is in the ball game. Isaac Westner.
Yep.
Loopers moved up a little bit. Eldon Smith is at middle linebacker. I'm going to have to pull out the rest of my numbers here. Make sure I get it right. So the coaching staff is emptied and put the JV on here so we don't get anybody injured in the rest of this game. Tackle made after about a 4-yard gain. Tackle made there by Eldon Smith. Well, actually, White Soyez. I got to pull up my Marion roster.
Yeah,
holy cow. Okay, so Gavin Regeer's out there.
That's big Gavin Regeer.
Austin Marsden. Mercer's playing on the defensive line. Like I said, Wyatt Soyez. Hitch Soyez. Hand off to Franklin. Franklin's got a head of steam. Trip Peterson's going to catch him, though.
Yeah, Trip was not going to let him get away.
So Franklin carries it up to the 15-yard line.
32 yards.
He took him down with a solo tackle. That was pretty good.
Yeah, Trip was not going to get outrun. Loopers coming off the field. They put in Cooper Urok is now in.
Under 5 minutes in the game.
Snap back, handoff, up the middle. He's going to get in the zone.
Yep.
Score, and then on the score was Desbian. Gets the score for the Redmen.
I'd like to give a shout out, guys. I was talking to Rhonda Het today. Rhonda's son Jared was on that 97 team. that we talked about earlier, and just she said she'd be watching tonight. May not be if our video too bad, but anyway, just a shout out to Rhonda.
Snap back,
There's a
flags
flag
come in.
come
Gonna
in.
have to be, false start.
They're going to try that again from
false start on the extra point.
back.
False start against
That's going to be from a 7.5-yard attempt.
If you're still with us, you're watching the game, you're wondering why does Smith Center still have their starters in? It's a playoff game, and
it's a playoff game. It's the seniors. It's their last home game.
It's their last home game.
Snap back, looking to pass, covered up, no good.
Yeah, bounce.
Great, actually great defense by Trip Peterson. Until the very last moment, he kind of lost Franklin after Franklin tried to break on the ball because he saw where it was being thrown. Otherwise, Trip did a great job of covering out there. So that's going to make your score 38-14 with 4:40 to go.
Warriors ahead by 24 points.
And that score came on the JV.
Yeah. Yep.
So
this has been a fun night to be in Smith Center.
I'll tell you what. I don't mind the 3-hour drive.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you what. The one thing I'm not looking forward to though, this is a huge Marion crowd. Highway 24 going back is not only going to be packed, but if there's any highway patrol sitting out there anyway, they're just going to have to start sitting on Highway 24 tonight. There's going to be a lot of us driving back.
What was the town that I almost sped through earlier?
That was Glen Elder.
Glen Elder, that was what it was, yeah. Yeah, the speed limit goes down to 55 in Glen Elder if you're watching this, and it goes down real quick.
And let me tell you, if you're following Jeremiah, you see him shut it down, the front end of that vehicle drops.
And if you also didn't notice, there was a cop sitting there.
Oh, I saw him. Yes, I saw him.
So the cop probably didn't come after Jeremiah because he was too busy laughing that he saw the front end of the vehicle dip and almost hit the pavement. Meanwhile, Keenan's about flying out of the back seat.
His switch hit Gene in the back of the
head. Trip Peterson back deep to receive this kickoff. They're going to kick deep. Peterson catches it on the line drive. Whoop, bobbles it, but he gets it back. Tripp trying to get to the... Okay, Tripp was running as fast as Jonathan Freeze.
Out of bounds.
Only Tripp ran exactly horizontally straight out of bounds.
I'm standing here and I see this kid running 100 miles an hour straight toward me.
He was probably told to do that, and rightfully so. You don't want to have a turnover and give them a chance to score again this quick right down that close. So
absolutely
get the offense on the field and run some plays here.
You think it was weird that we only had one person deep?
No, because they were trying an onside. Or a short kick.
Okay.
Okay, so we now have, the starting offense is back on the field here.
Yep, it's the regular group.
Trevor's got the ball. Trevor's moving forward. He's going to pick up a couple.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Those are Edward Jones investment timeouts.
Yeah. Guys, how many yards do you suppose Schaefer's has tonight? I know he's had some big runs.
In the first half, he only had like 29.
I think it was lower than that.
Okay.
At halftime.
So, but now at the second half, the way he's run, he's probably up close to 150, maybe close to 200.
Yep.
Yeah, Lanning had 140 in that first half. He's been held, probably to maybe 15 or 20 here in the second half.
We got a 1-2 punch.
Yep, that's what it takes. Snap back. This time Lanning's going to keep. Lanning gets a little bit of a hole, makes a cut. He's got to pick up the first down, keep the clock moving. Good run by Jack.
Lanning.
Tell you what, you got to give a shout out to Freeze on the game. He's kind of been a little bit of Mr. Everything tonight.
Yes, he has.
And since we're talking about it, can't say enough about the defensive line and linebackers. Holy smoke!
Yeah, the whole team.
The whole team's playing a tremendous game
the defensive backs. How many times did we call Snyder's name? He only had one unfortunate play on his part where that penalty, gave him a first down close to the goal line. But other than that, our D-backs have played solid.
Warriors letting the clock run down.
Snap back, hand off to Trevor, right up the middle, nobody. He's going to pick up about 9. Runs over a couple Redmen at the end of that play.
Under 3 minutes.
Kind of tattooed somebody there. Actually, it was number 5. Brant Wilson was the recipient of that tattoo. 2nd and 2 from the 38. Clock down to 2:40 and running.
I wouldn't mind just 5 yards at a time, end up taking a knee on about the 10.
I don't think we have time to get down to the 10.
Oh, good point.
Okay. Jack's waiting. Gets it under 10. Nope, he was going to hand off Schaefer's. He kept it. Lanny's working his way through, and then he just
goes down.
After he gets the first, as soon as he gets the first down, he saw he had the first down, and he dropped to a knee.
One of the Warrior fans back behind me outside the fence just yelled, "Ball game."
Yep, it was up here by us. So as the clock stops while they reset the ball, the ball's now reset. The clock's running. Smith Center not calling their timeouts to stop the clock. Without a first down, the Warriors can get this down to under about 20 seconds.
There's some really wet, grungy jerseys out here on both these teams.
Yep, they've been working hard tonight.
Jack's going to take a snap. Whoa, missed. That play was...
Somebody was not where he thought they were going to be.
I don't know who messed up, but either Jack or the 3 running backs, hint, hint, went the wrong way. So Jack does get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kind of amazing for 3 guys to go the wrong way.
Well, and the offensive line and the receivers, you know. 2nd and 10. I love Jack, but yeah, I got to throw him under the bus on that one. 2nd and 10 from the, what are we at, the 43? 43. They're warming up our bus.
Yeah.
Snap back, Jack takes it, pulls it, keeps it, he's got a hole, stumbles a little bit.
And he put the brakes on.
Yeah, he put the brakes on, right at the first down marker.
Yeah, I think he tried to go down before the marker and got pushed into the marker.
So it's going to bring up a 1st and 10. That will do it. We're going to take a knee a couple times in this ball game. Actually, probably just once. This ball game's going to be done.
Yeah, we're under a minute to go at this point in time.
I'm going to send it. Nope, he doesn't have his headset on yet.
He's going to wait until the game is over.
Okay.
Oh, he is still coaching away. He is into this.
This clock's going to run out here. I think we're going to have to snap it one time. Yep, we're going to have to snap it one time with about 30 seconds to go on this clock. Warriors are going to take a big, huge win back to Marion, defeating Smith Center on the road. Your final score is going to be 38-14 as this 20 seconds kicks off. Great job by the Warriors. Great job by the Warrior coaching staff to get them ready to play this game.
Both groups of starters going around and just congratulating each other on a well-fought game.
Wow. I never dreamt driving up here today that we'd be looking at a 30-point victory.
Now Austin's ready to
Okay,
talk.
Austin, St. Luke quarterly report, buddy.
29 years. 29 long years since the last time the Warriors have won a regional championship. And tonight, we came in to the West and took down a dynasty to build our own. It's exciting stuff. The Warriors put on a show tonight, and they sealed that in the 4th quarter here. I wish I could tell you how many unanswered points, I'm sorry, but it was a lot. It was a lot to a little. The Warriors are doing great.
Well, it was 18-8.
Well, okay, so
it was 20 unanswered until that last touchdown by Smith Center.
We handled business. And you know what? Here's the thing. It can no longer be doubted. It can no longer be ignored. People have to recognize the Warriors are legit. All season, every news station they look at, you know, it's always somebody here, somebody there, somebody here, somebody, oh, Marion's there too. We're here. We're here. We're here. And we'll see you next week. Do we know what the Conway-Sterling score is?
Conway was way ahead. We haven't heard a final. We haven't looked it up. But we're assuming at this point that score held. If it did, it's going to be Marion at home against Conway Springs. Probably next Friday night. Probably at 7 o'clock unless something funky happens. We will be broadcasting live from Warrior Stadium, watching our Warriors go up against the Cardinals from Conway Springs.
Heck yeah, in the immortal words of Chris Berman, it is Warriors, Conway Springs, now. Have a good night, folks.
Can't tell he's excited. That's right. All right. Well, Mike, you got anything before you want to try to do a sign-off?
All I can say is you got a lot of happy people here. This was fun. We played. I'm getting cheered. I have a fan. We played a storied program that came out and gave it their all, and I was impressed with their fight. But this is we did
Keenan,
well.
pan out to the field. The Warrior team just got awarded the regional champion plaque. Regional champions.
Time to start driving home, guys.
Yep. Drive safe, everybody, as you travel back home. For those that didn't make the trip, sorry the video wasn't great, but you missed a heck of a game.
And we're bringing the win home.
I'm sure the feed is out there if you want to turn it on later and watch the game from Smith Center's side without the audio. I'm sure you can do that if you wanted to catch any of the plays. So with that, we're going to sign off until next week. I'm glad we can say next week.
Right.
So Mike, sign us off.
Good night, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan. Good night, Kevin. Good night, Red. Good night, Gabby Gabbard, wherever you are.